Hello everyone, and welcome to a brand new series on my channel called How Bad Is It? Series where we take the basically stereotypical bad weapons of TF2 and figure out exactly how bad they are. So in today's episode we're talking about the Babyface's Blaster. Now the Babyface's Blaster is a community created primary weapon for the Scout, and as you can see the Scout has quite a few different primary weapons. Now, the Force of Nature has a 20% more bullets per shot, and the Babyface Blaster does not. So, different weapons have different stats, but it is a community-created weapon, and it is a short, slightly modified lever-action shotgun with a wooden handle and a single barrel. Now, the type of weapon that it is a hit-scan weapon. That means it is a bullet weapon, similar to a sniper rifle, revolver, or anything like that. It is not a projectile, sort of like the Devilman's grenades or the Soldier rockets. The pellets that it shoots per shot is 10 pellets. So if you shoot it on a wall, you will see 10 distinct little holes where the hit-scan marker has said that's where it ends up. The ammo in it only carries 4 rounds per shot, and the ammo the person can carry on them is 32. This was added into the game in the Pyromania patch, and now it has 2 main changes. The first main change was in the 2 cities patch. The speed penalty changed from -35 to -10, and the boost only partially lost in double jumps instead of on normal jumps. So that means that the Scout still has more mobility and still able to jump around a little bit. They also removed the 40% accuracy attribute and also removed the -30% damage penalty. Now in the gunmetal update, it was whenever it got the next major patch, and that was a very controversial patch for a lot of people because that change, there were a lot of famous Scout mains that used the Babyface Blaster and really liked it and used it all the time, and then whenever gunmetal happened, it drastically changed this weapon. Now the main change is they added boost reduction on taking damage, and they increased the boost lost on an air jump. So what that means is that if you end up fighting a pyro, then your boost is gone completely. You take 1 sniper shot, body shot to your Scout, your boost is gone. You're sitting duck. Then, after that, a lot of people stopped using this weapon and it started becoming an underpowered weapon. They would say that it used to be OP and Valve nerfed it into the ground and completely destroyed this weapon. The uses that it has, that I have found, is this is an expert Scout weapon. This weapon is for those Scouts that can jump around a heavy and kill him in like 4 or 5 shots without taking any damage at all. The Scout that can dish out damage with taking little to none, this weapon will benefit you greatly. The changes that I would make in order to make this weapon more of a noob-friendly weapon is I would change the boost meter a little bit. Instead of it adding boost on hit, I would make it more like the height meter that the soda popper has. But I would make it also charge even slower than the height meter, but still leave the reduced boost on damage, just so it's not as punishing when you take damage, especially whenever you're fighting a pyro, as sometimes they pop around the corner and just absolutely destroy you. To where you can, this boost gain instead of boost gain on hit, charging like the height meter, would mean that whenever you take damage, you get a small health pack, and you can run away and charge it back up without having to try to fight the pyro or try to find some unsuspecting victim to take a shot at. And then you can also dodge and fire, and it'll sort of work out an easier way for the Scouts who want to try to use this weapon. Overall, is it a bad weapon? I would say it's not. It is a weapon that rewards the expert Scout players that can take out an enemy while taking little to no damage. So recommended use, not for new players, unless they want to train up their scout game and become the best of the best. And as you can see in this video footage, I am not a good scout player. I'm alright with the scattergun, but with this weapon, it took me over 2 hours to be able to get this little footage that I got. Alright, well, this has been How Bad Is It? I hope you enjoy this series. If you do, hit that like and that subscribe button. It helps me out, lets me know what you want to see in the future, and it also lets me know whether or not you like this series and want to see more. The next weapon that we would probably be covering is the Pyro's Volcano Fragment. Alright, well, this has been How Bad Is It? My name is Mr. Justice Games, and I shall see you next time.